No.
It's gonna be good.
I'm America's most blooded. Soon as you start sleeping, catching you off guard. We rhythm now, huh?
If you'll all gather close around the phonograph.
I'm America's most blooded.
I just want to be a rapper.
Besides growing up hip hop since I was very young, the whole b-boying since I was like 6 years old. It's God, I'm just gonna say whatever's on top of my head is because listening to Run DMC, llcoolj, and the Beastie Boys. And it wasn't just listening to them. I knew I was part of something new and big, and I knew it too. And I was like, I'm gonna get all up in this and fucking ride this out for what it's worth. And just like the style and everything, like I used to just like the way llcoolj just dressed and shit. Like back then, I thought he was the dopest MC. Now I go back and listen to some of his shit. I'm like, it's okay. Not as dope as I thought it was.
Yeah, to be honest, he's a little overrated. Not too overrated, but he's kind of overrated. I feel like there's better MCs out there.
But he did it before.
It was one of the pioneers.
He was one of the first ones to do it, though.
And a lot of artists now.
And he did it well back then.
Did it the way, they sing to the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
It's more about,
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of like
And he's also.
He's kind of like an R&B singer, but he's also a rapper, so you just gotta combine them.
And he's the first
He's
one
the
to
originator to do that.
He's the first one to do that. And he got success. I Need Love.
I think he's the only one. I don't really.
Big Daddy Kane.
50 Cent.
Big Daddy Kane was
Ja Rule,
okay.
Fat Joe.
But he's a ladies' man too, though.
Yeah, he is a ladies' man. But llcoolj was more in the emotions, I feel.
I think you're right on that.
Big Daddy Kane was more of the cool, I got you, but I ain't gonna get
No, Big Daddy Kane was one of the first pimps.
He's a man.
Basically,
And he just sat there and you do as I tell you.
Yeah, basically. llcoolj was more
He's on that begging, he's begging,
baby.
Please.
Kind of, yeah. Like
Big Daddy Kane's
Yo, get off me! I already got a girl.
That's basically what it is.
But yeah, there's a big difference. You can't compare. You can't put LL and Big Daddy Kane in the same category.
Nah,
They're different rappers.
Maybe in the genre of hip hop.
But the only thing you can say though, they both try to appeal to the ladies though.
Yeah, they're more appeal to the ladies.
Actually, he went at it at a whole different angle.
Yeah.
More of the pimp thing.
And
where LL was just begging you. Please.
But they also both have They also had their sides. They also had the sides. They also had like their rough sides too. Like Mama Said Knock You Out.
It's a good song.
But I kind of agree with him here. It
was kind of weird
that
when it came out though. I was like, my Mama Said Knock You Out. I was like, what is this, MC Hammer on crack? And that was a line from another thing.
So let me go back. So definitely LL influenced me. Beastie Boys too. I like the Beastie Boys because I felt like I'm not a black guy. No offense. I'm a Mexican dude, and I was like, these guys aren't black guys. They're white guys. They kind of dress like me, and they're fucking big time. They're dope.
They came from that era.
They came from that era and shit, and Puerto Ricans. And black dudes started
hip hop.
They started hip hop.
It wasn't a thing, so it's not like they're riding on the wave of.
So
I'm gonna get in on this.
When
they were.
And then Run DMC. To me, Run DMC were the first real MCs. They're the first ones, big time, because they not only had stage presence and they had their little routine where they could go back and forth, which I think is a lost art. You don't hear that too much now. Two dudes went back and forth. I like that shit. I like how Run was more talking shit and hyping the crowd up, and DMC was more keeping it real. He was more talking about growing up, how he grew up, being a man, growing up through tough situations in New York. I like that shit, man. That shit was dope.
It's like a color contrast.
It was.
Black and white.
It was, because Run was more like the party guy, and DMC was more like the real dude. And that's what fucking all really inspired me to rap. And the whole style they wore and everything, with the gold chains, and fucking Adidas and everything. That I like that shit. And then LL had the fucking Kangles and the sweatsuits. I was digging that shit. So I was always too scared to fucking rap in front of my friends. but like I would always like practice like rhymes from Run DMC and Beastie Boys and LL, and I'd sing them to myself. And I started coming up with my own rhymes, you know? And I had like one, I forgot it, man. I used to have like this fucking simple ass one, I forgot it, but I used to say it all the time. And one time my boy, Charlie, Chuck, rest in peace, he walked in and he like caught me like saying it. And I was like, oh shit, I got like all embarrassed. And he's like, what was that? He's like, say that, say it, say it. I'm like, nah. And he's like, no, just say it, man. He's like, yeah, that's one of your rhymes, that's one of your raps. He's like, say it, let me hear it. And I was all like being a pussy. I was like, man, put on a beat or something. He's like, man, fuck the beat, just fucking say it. He was like, all right. And I fucking said it. This is where I really started rapping.
Oh shit.
What's up, Aaron?
It's John Wick.
What up? Yeah, come on in.
Sorry, Mom.
No, welcome.
Yeah, I'm just gonna
Welcome
sit
aboard the
this
ship. Well, good choice.
You drink Starbucks, faggot?
Fucking whiskey in it. Put your whiskey, smell it. It's my morning Joe.
Alright, he's okay. He's ready. He's confirmed.
What's happening, man? It's good to see you. Blood?
What's up, Aaron?
What's going on?
You walked into this, you gotta go.
You're in a conversation.
That's all good. Do what you want to do. It's all good.
He's being initiated into the game.
So, real fast. So I was DJing, and we were talking and shit, and some guy, Tony Bertle, that went to San Dimas High, he was like, I've heard you freestyle before, and he's like, do something, and I was being a pussy again. I was like, oh, we don't even have a mic or anything. He's like, you don't need a mic. And he already knew. He said he took out the headphones and he plugged it into the mic fucking socket, whatever, and he's like, you can just fucking rap into the headphones. And I was like, all right, man. And that was like the first time I was at a party and I fucking spit a verse. I was a junior, so it was probably like 1993, 93 to infinity. So that's the first time I felt like I really rapped in front of people. And it was like a party, and I spit a verse that I had memorized, and right when I was finishing up, people clapped and shit. So I was like, that was it. I was hooked, and I was like, okay, I can do this. And that's when I like started writing rhymes and like really practicing. And then it was in 1999 when Wordman from Crop Circle 720, shout outs to Wordman, him and I, we put out a demo tape with the bass player from the Jets, that R&B pop group. He recorded our first demo.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember this Jets.
Yeah.
The Islander, right? Islander family?
Yes, exactly.
It's funny because I was born in 93.
Great year.
I've been it a few times already.
That was Lethal Injection's year, no? When it was released?
I don't know, 93 to infinity.
What did he say?
Souls of Mischief.
So,
That's the song.
I know 92 was the Chronic. That was my album, I think.
Okay, I see.
Oh, so
93.
He
so
had-
crazy. He was born in 93.
He had a lot of
Fucking 93 was doing, but 93. I was a junior in high school.
he had a lot of exposure to hip hop
yeah.
because of his uncles. You know?
Yeah, how did you get into hip hop? How did you?
Well,
start
you didn't
rapping?
finish what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. So so that was 93. So that was the first time I rapped in front of people, and after that, that's propelled me into doing the demo in 1999 with the Jets player in Wordman. So then 1999, we did the demo. We did the demo in 1999, and at that time, I wasn't too satisfied with it, but I was happy. I was like, oh, I was actually in a studio. Oh, okay, now I know like the ins and outs of a studio. Like I know the whole routine of like going in the mic booth, like even just like counting bars. I didn't know how to do that shit until then.
That's dope.
So I learned all that, and then after 99, it was the year 2000, and that's when we started Crop Circles. And that was the two brothers, Eddie and Ruben, just Clockwise and Sub, Wordman, myself, and Art Forms. That's original Crop Circles. There's a couple other guys in there too. And at the same time, I got in touch with my long lost
Brother?
cousin, removed, I guess you could say. He's not like a full cousin.
Like,
Not a full cousin.
smell
Removed from the divorce?
Quasar. So 2000, at the same time we were starting Crop Circles, at the same time I got in touch with Quasar. He's cousins with my cousins Michael and Anthony. And I used to see him back when I was like in 6th and 7th grade. We didn't talk for a long time. We got in touch through my cousin Michael, and Michael's like, you need to meet up with cousin Quasar, Bob. You need to meet up with Robert. You need to meet up with cousin Robert. Like, he's been rapping just like you are. Because I was chilling with my cousin Michael a lot. I grew up with him. So like he's like I've been hanging out with Robert a lot recently. He's like, you need to chill with him. He's like, he's got a crew with this guy Haywire. He's fucking dope. He's a fucking rugged MC. He's fucking hardcore. They got a crew called the Rhyme Fighters. He's like, they want to like do some shit. I told him that you've been rapping. And I've been telling him about you. And then he played me like one of the cassettes. And I was like, oh shit, Rhyme Fighters. Like, oh shit, I know they were doing this. Okay, I'll tell him I want to meet him. So then I met up with Quasar and Haywire. And basically, it was like a test from Quasar and Haywire. It was more like Haywire seeing if I was like good enough to even like be down with them. You know what I mean? Like he tested me, he battled me. I battled Haywire several times. It wasn't just one time. So like he was like being a dick. He's like, I don't know if we want to make music with you. I don't know, like, you know, you really don't even have any albums out. Like, how many shows have you done? You know, like, we're putting our rep on the line. You know, we're taking a chance on you.
Is that with local rappers?
That was Haywire and Quasar. When I first met him.
I heard Quasar, I don't know the
This is a Cola Crew, Rhyme Fighters. So I'm telling like how the beginning of all that started. Like, so at the same time I was in crop circles, I met up with Quasar. He's like actually my cousin's cousin. I haven't seen him in years. So we met up through our cousin. And like, he was with Haywire, that's Rhyme Fighters, and like Haywire was giving me a hard time, because I was like, I like their shit, I'm like, let's fucking work together, let's collab. And Haywire was giving me a hard time. Yeah. He didn't want to like collab with me at first. The thing that was cool, I liked about that, I kept on coming around, and I met Crest Rock, and I met Grizzly Amex, and I met other people from the Cola Crew, Sea Serpent. So we ended up gelling. Haywire accepted me. I ended up battling him like 2 times already. They said, let's form a crew. Let's form a crew with just like the elites out of the MCs we know, just the most lyrical dudes that could freestyle and write fucking dope shit. And that's when we started the Sea Serpents. That was the Sea Serpents. And that was the same time I was in crop circles. We did it at the same time. And they also said, let's just start like a whole super crew.
But you asked a very good question.
So, my brother Ghost over here, I was asking him, Justin, what got you into MCing? What got you into rapping?
Well, I guess I had something to say. And I got inspired by The Chronic. That was you know what's a trip to me? You never gave it to me. Walter never gave it to me. It just like ended up in my fucking CDs of music.
And come out in the camera and show everybody who you are real fast. There's Justin right here.
AKA fucking white as hell.
Ghost the Reaper.
Ghost the Reaper.
Ghost the Reaper.
Ghost the Reaper.
I got a question on that.
Why? We said we got a couple rappers.
Just you know, a lot of people. I don't know if a lot of people are interested in this or not. I am. Like, why do bands call themselves what they call themselves? Why'd you call yourself Ghost the Reaper?
Well, it started off with Ghost because I felt like nobody really listened to me.
Insecure.
Yeah, I'm insecure.
Let him finish.
See?
Let him finish.
I'm just fucking.
No,
that's why he's like that, because we treat him like that. We're the worst uncles in the world.
I love it. I love when they fuck with me.
Yeah.
He was like a sibling.
So why okay, so Ghost.
You should just tell him once in a while, be like, you're a fucking asshole, fuck you.
Why the Reaper?
No, just fucking.
The Reaper, I started adding that on after a lot of shit been happening with my dad's family.
Okay.
And a couple of friends I had, they literally tried to call me out and say that my wife was lying to me about my baby, that it wasn't my baby.
Oh, fuck.
I got fucking pissed and I was like,
You want to be the Reaper at that point, huh?
yeah, you know what I mean?
Was it would you feel like it was like your shadow side, or like maybe like
my evil side, like,
yeah,
there you go.
like
yeah.
fuck it side.
Right? Okay, I get it. That's what I thought too, because like I had my theory on that too. And that's why when you brought up Eminem, I was like, okay, like then I felt like you really do like Eminem.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I do, and I understand where you guys come from when you guys say like these little too much. He's a little too much.
We could talk shit
them too, yeah.
Really?
We were both saying like he's got skills. He's right now he's one of the best alive.
Okay.
But I don't like that he's always just relying on this pop rap formula, and I don't like that he brags about it. Like, that's nothing to brag about.
Would you ever go against him in a rap
Yeah.
battle?
Yeah.
Freestyle?
Yeah.
Damn. Pay-per-view, any sponsors want to get in on this?
I definitely would because it's a once in a lifetime thing.
Are you a good freestyler?
And like watching,
Do you consider yourself a freestyler?
I think I'm a pretty damn good freestyler.
So win or lose,
I never have seen that before.
I'll give you that.
another.
I use the same rhymes for my freestyles. I'm not really that good. You can literally come up with shit, and I heard you. It's pretty good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I can write. That's all I do.
And if I was going against him, I would bring everything out. I would bring out all my written shit and freestyle.
Yeah.
Everything. I gotta bring everything
You
out.
gotta attack. When you freestyle, you gotta put the best shit.
At the same
out.
time, I'm cool with Otherwise. That guy beat Eminem in the Rap Olympics.
Damn.
I'm not.
Shouts out to Otherwise, super dope fucking MC. Shout out to all the Project Bloat MCs. Otherwise, I think you're super fucking dope, man. I've been listening to you for years. I love all your shit. He does all your shit with Black Forest. Everybody, man. Otherwise, dope as fuck. Beat Eminem Rap Olympics, by the way.
Nice.
Just had to throw that in.
There's another guy that beat him, MC Juice. He's pretty good too.
Juice is super fucking dope. Juice is fucking dope
Yeah,
MC.
water, I know that.
I consider
Freestyle
MC
Ray,
Juice
check that
one of
shit
the
out.
dopest.
Shit's dope.
What do
He's
you
dope.
like?
Wake Up Show. He did a lot of shit on the Wake
Does
Up
he do
Show.
those battles?
He battled the Supernatural.
Okay, that's probably
That's the one where he lost.
He lost. I saw it. But I feel like he got drunk. I'm just gonna say this. Much respect to Juice. He should have won that battle. I saw it. I'm just gonna say what I saw. I saw him drinking. I was drinking at the bar right next to him.
Nice.
And when he came out on stage, his voice was fucked up.
Mm.
It kind of sounded like he slurred a couple of words too. I think he should have won. I think he's a way doper MC than Supernatural.
Hey, what do you guys think about Cannabis on that topic?
I think he's a dope MC, but him pulling out the
He
notebook,
was a one-hit wonder, dude.
him pulling out the notebook, that's whack.
Oh, while he was rapping on stage or something?
Yes, he was supposed to be in a freestyle battle, and he pulls out a notebook.
It was against some like white dude, right?
I don't know. He's battling somebody.
Like the
rapper Cannibus.
Yeah, right.
Cannibus, that him?
Yeah, he beefed with
he's
Eminem.
one-hit wonder.
Because I heard his rhymes. He's
Well, yeah, throw this just to let you know.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
think he's
one
too
off, I
corny.
was like, what are
I thought he was pretty good.
Did he do?
Well, the reason why I brought it up is because
I thought he whooped LL's ass in that.
on that verse.
Yeah, I think so.
llcoolj is the gayest rapper, but he destroyed Cannabis in that.
Well, you know why he
llcoolj
destroyed
won
him?
that. Cannabis didn't do shit. llcoolj won.
You know why he destroyed him? Because he was already up there. What he said was like, "I'm fucking up here. You ain't getting shit." You know, Cannabis was like reaching for the crown, and he wasn't able to get it. Like if you really listen,
Both you guys think that. Wow, okay. I thought Cannabis whooped his ass. I thought
no, Cannabis is a good lyricist. I'm gonna tell you that right now. That's why when
he's a great lyricist.
MC Juice beat Eminem. So when I thought of that,
Yeah, I want to be.
journalism.
Yeah, I want to be equal for because I think this in generalization of everything, in all types of people, races, everything, etc. You're always gonna have like your cooler or better people, and you're gonna have your assholes.
Yeah, but
And you're always gonna have
Shall
your
we
more
do-
skilled people, and you're gonna have your people who are not skilled, and you're gonna have everything in between too. That's in everything across the board.
True.